by lawmakers today, legal service providers, and housing counselors committed to making sure that we protect home ownership here on Long Island. So I thank everyone here today for joining us in protecting the American dream. There's an interpretation that Long Island is full of wealthy people with ponies in their backyards. However, Long Island is a middle class community, and there are times where people struggle, whether it's the affordability crisis or generally just bad times. There are homeowners who struggle. And so in New York State, we need to do everything possible to ensure that we keep homeowners in their homes and provide them with any service they need to navigate through the complex legal system. And especially for first-time home buyers and families who have owned homes for decades, the high property tax burden and soaring housing prices have made the dream of homeownership quite difficult. And so in New York State, we fund many wonderful programs, but to me, the best program that we fund in New York State for homeowners is HOPP, which is a Homeowner Protection Program. This is a program that came into inception during the housing bubble. It was funded first by the Attorney General through the settlement funds, and then the legislature took over the allocation of the program, where every year it's a fight. Every year the funding gets cut by the executive, and the legislature has to do a crazy kabuki to fill the funding back in. And it's not stability for these programs, and it's not stability for these homeowners. So this session, we've, under the conversation about housing and tenants, we were able to negotiate a legislative bill which codifies HOPP into law, so that we are not struggling for this funding every year, that we are straight allocating money every year for this program. And so we are urging Governor Hochul to sign this legislation to ensure that HOPP gets mandatory funding every year, so that these legal service and housing counselors don't have to struggle or figure out or actually be able to do long-term planning, and homeowners can have a pathway to get to protect their home ownership and also to stabilize communities. So HOPP is usually never a sticking point in the budget. We always look to fund this program. It's a fantastic program, as you're going to hear from my colleagues and from the counselors. But I just want to ensure that we on Long Island know that HOPP is available, that they can call the number and get access to help that normally would be elusive to them. And also to the governor, she needs to sign this bill. Long Island needs this bill. We cannot wait. We need to sign it expeditiously. So with that, I'm going to have Senator Kevin Thomas come to the mic and talk about HOPP.
Good morning, everyone. I'm State Senator Kevin Thomas, and thank you to the Assemblywoman for bringing us all together. Like she mentioned, home ownership is the foundation of the American dream. And homeowners, they view this asset as a financial stability. I promise you this, when someone gets a home, they never think in a million years that they are going to go into foreclosure. But life happens, all right? Since 2008, this program was created just as a safety net, a program which gives resources, money to legal services so that they can help these struggling homeowners. I promise you, no one wants to be in this situation. Us as legislators, we fight during the budget. We've got to do the budget dance. You've got the executive cutting money in programs, and then we are like, all right, we'll do this, we'll do that. Let's stop with all of this. Let's do it right for Long Island. Let's do it right for the rest of the state. Let's make sure there is funding in this program permanently going forward. That's why I'm here. That's why all of these legal services advocates are here as well, to ensure that we have this program going forward. And I urge the governor to sign this bill and not to veto it. Thank you.
Next, and there are many individuals here who are standing with us And I want to just acknowledge Melinda Mulan, Director of the Mortgage Foreclosure Assistance Program at Nassau County Bar Association. I'm going to just say names throughout the press conference so that we're not sitting here listing people. Samantha Flores, Settlement Conference Coordinator at Nassau County Bar Association. And next, I'm going to have Tamara Del Carmen, Director of the Consumer and Economic Advocacy Program at Brooklyn Legal Service Corporation, to say a couple of words.
Thank you. Good morning. BKA, Brooklyn Legal Services Corporation A, is a member of the New York Legal Services Coalition and is one of approximately 89 nonprofit organizations comprised of legal services and housing counseling agencies that receive funding under the Homeowner Protection Program. The Homeowner Protection Program is absolutely essential. The funding allows us to help homeowners without charge. The services include assistance with loan modifications, loss mitigation, representation in court, including representation in mandatory foreclosure settlement conferences, affirmative litigation against predatory lending, and abusive mortgage servicing, scams, and deeds. Making these services accessible is how we are able to reach homeowners and help more people stay in their homes in Long Island and throughout New York State. We are proud to join in this effort to make HOPP permanent, and we thank our elected officials for all of their support. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So when HOPP passed this session, we were almost at 100% of all the legislators voting on it. There's only one person who voted against it for weird reasons. Don't mind him. But that shows you that this is such an important program. Irrespective of your political party, home ownership should be something that all individuals have access to. And someone who's been a champion to ensure that Long Island gets its resources is Assemblywoman Taylor Darling, and I thank her for being here.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Assemblywoman, Senator, to all of our advocates, to everyone working hard for Long Island and the great state of New York. My name is Taylor Darling, and I proudly represent Nassau County. And earlier this year, my team and I hosted a crucial homeowner workshop because we recognize how vital it is to provide resources that empower families to obtain and keep their homes. Access to these resources is essential for ensuring that everyone has the opportunity to thrive here on Long Island. Today, alongside Assemblywoman Solages, Senator Thomas, and other advocates, we are standing united in calling the permanent establishment for the HOPP program. It's essential. This initiative has already assisted thousands of families here. They deliver critical legal and financial resources to protect them from foreclosure and scams, especially during this ongoing affordability crisis. By making HOPP permanent, we are not just safeguarding homes. We are investing in the future of our communities and ensuring that homeowners have the resources necessary to secure what we all want to secure for our families, which is generational wealth. We witnessed the importance of this program with the recent $40 million investment in the fiscal year of 2024-2025 in the state budget, but we cannot stop there. My colleagues have made it very clear that we really need to urge our governor to sign this into legislation so we are not fighting for the bare essentials to ensure that people are safe in their homes. Let us put a signature or a ring on this commitment, ensuring that this program remains a robust resource for families in need. Making HOPP permanent is particularly vital here on Long Island, where many families rely on their homes for stability and financial security. As we push for this permanent establishment of HOPP, let us remember that access to these vital resources is not just a necessity, it is a pathway to stability and success in all of our communities. Thank you so much, everyone who's here.
Thank you, Assemblywoman. And so it was mentioned that the funding for HOPP is about $40 million every year, which it should be more in my opinion, but it's about $40 million. But I'll tell you, for every dollar invested in HOPP, it's been proven that we get $7 in return, whether it's homeowners staying in their home, a lack of social services that are needed to provide homelessness services for them, or in general, the generational wealth that we produce in communities such as Elmont and Valley Stream and all over the island. So for me, this bill is about strengthening Long Island and making sure Long Island gets its resources. I also want to acknowledge Nikki Roproof. Is that how you pronounce it? Ramroof. of the staff attorney at the New York Legal Assistance Group. Yes. We're going to have a legal service provider counselor come on. Yeah, come on. Yeah.
Good morning. I'd like to thank the legislature for their ongoing support. I'm a housing counselor. I've been with the HOPP program since the first year, and it is really my pleasure every day to be able to help the homeowners. The one message that I get consistently from everybody is that they cannot do this without our assistance. It is a very difficult job to prevent your home from falling into foreclosure, especially when you're working directly and trying to advocate for yourself. So we are a very lucky network that we have so many talented people. This is just a small sampling of the people that are available to help you for free every day. And I can attest from my 13 years experience that having permanent funding would be a blessing for this network. It would allow us so many additional opportunities to serve those people on Long Island who are struggling to save their home, avoid scams, avoid deed theft, and many other things that we do as a network across the state.
Thank you so much. Then I also like to acknowledge Sarah Bancone, Marcella Venera, and then also Senator Brian Kavanaugh, who carried the bill in the Senate with me. And so we're just urging the governor to sign this piece of legislation. If anyone else wants to say a couple of words? No? All right. Oh, what's your? Oh, and I also like to excuse me, sorry. I also like to mention Teresa Sorano, who's HUD certified housing counselor and foreclosure prevention economic opportunity council of Suffolk County, which is been doing great work. I know personally, so I appreciate her. Thank you. Anyone else I missed? Well, acknowledge everyone else. Yeah, I didn't say your name.
I'm a paralegal. My name is Hazel. I come on behalf of Sarah.
Oh, yeah. Hazel, thank you so much for being here. With that, we thank you. Do you remember the HOPP number?
Offhand?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. I'll get the number right now.
Okay.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, that should be on the bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
Call us for your housing.
Yeah. We'll get it right now. Hold on. That's why I like the internet is the best thing in the world. So as you know, this program was administered, and it's a free program for homeowners. So if you have any questions, concerns, always feel free to reach out to HOPP because it's a free program. And so the HOPP number, I just had it and it disappeared. Okay, hold on a second. So, okay. So if you need assistance, the HOPP number is 1-855-466-466-3456. Once again, 1-855-466-3456, and you can go to homeownerhelpny.com. And so any New Yorker can get access to this program. The homeowner just call this number and they'll be referred to a local organization in their area where they can get assistance. And I urge you to call because, I've received so many calls in my office for people who are having financial issues, especially going through foreclosure. And they always call last minute, right before their house goes to auction. Or they call right before their court date when their house, when we're subject to a deed theft. And I urge you, do not wait. If you even have an inkling, if you even have a question, you should call the number because this is a free service that's provided by the state, that's funded by the state, and it's accessible to all. So I urge you, please use this program. So with that, I urge the governor to sign it, and let's protect homeownership on Long Island. Thank you.